It's us, the Hopes.
The Hopes!
And we're here for another episode of Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. We are on Turnabout Bigtop Part 2, Trial 1. It's the first trial day. We did investigation, and now it's time to show the court what we've got and prove that Max didn't do it? Question mark?
Yeah.
So let's just get right into it.
Okay.
December 29th.
It's almost the new year.
Yeah, again. Wow. Memories.
Wow, memories.
9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5, as per usual.
Oh, good morning, Max. Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. I've dealt with a lot of shit from Max, but
this is the last straw.
this really has to be it. A glass of milk
He's gonna be farting.
right before you go on stage. Right before you go on stage, if he has to talk, you're gonna have a nasty fucking mouth. Like, you're gonna be smacking all across. You're gonna be so fucking congested.
And tooting.
Gross. And tooting if you've got that kind of constitution. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
Oh, even more. Needs even more milk, I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. He's on trial for murder.
Yeah! Yeah, I would be nervous too.
Yeah, Maya, you are actually uniquely in a position to understand what this feeling is.
Wow, and
That's
you're
so
not
weird.
You're nervous? Cringe.
Cringe.
Hey!
And hello! Welcome to Phoenix Wright. We're solving a murder today.
Maybe today.
Maybe
but
today.
We're gonna be on our way to solving a murder today.
Yeah.
Hey, my sweeties.
What?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
No. Huh?
You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
I'm imagining it. I think you should.
You should do it. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie.
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. Do you think that Max does think that Phoenix is cute? I think so.
Sure, yeah. I could see it.
One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today.
Says cutely.
No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
Oh no, his killer instinct.
He's like, I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Feeling himself a little bit.
Okay, I can imagine it. I see it.
He's envisioning it. He's like, I could fly in there.
Could fly in there.
I am dashing.
Then I could learn the secret.
Yeah. I am dashing.
I am dashing and fabulous. A fabulous lawyer. 10 o'clock on the dot.
Damn, here we
Let's
are.
go.
We're in. And now the case of one. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
He really fucked up. That's so funny. He completely lost it after that. He lost the plot.
He's like, what the?
His name is 3 first names.
So which one do I call him?
So?
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
His world is shattered.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica.
I think we all can agree
That's
that we
pretty
should call him
cool.
the cooler name, right?
We should honor his performer name.
Yeah.
Like he's at work.
Yeah.
It's like it sounds more friendly.
Huh. I wonder if that is to our advantage?
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Eh?
That channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
Pachow. Pachow.
It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I am not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose anything.
I guess being born with the name of Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Oh man, laugh track. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge.
But it's not like it'll bring her dad back.
There. Opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. I'm gonna go in and out of the German accent. I don't know how much I can do. It's not very good. I'm sorry. I'll be the one to acknowledge that. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there now. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Wait, I don't have a salary? Wait, what the fuck? Am I paid by the hour?
Yes.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Sorry.
Got a little frog in your throat?
Yes.
Oh, there's a big frog in your throat.
I swallowed a lot of my drink all at the same time.
Oh no, not a lot of yerba mate going down.
I could feel it in my chest as it was in my mouth. I don't need to get into it.
Okay.
Very well. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the event in question.
At your service, sir.
All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
Okay. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m.
I wish he said
making
this.
it extremely cold out.
I wish he said that really poetically. It was a white night.
No, a white night. Uh-oh. All the circus performers were gathered in the Big Top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over by a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
Ew.
Gross.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Here's the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accepts this into evidence. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. 10:15 p.m. time of death. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Twirling his hair. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
Falling,
Press that statement.
Let me ask you about the snow.
Yeah.
So, what is that? It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record.
Oh.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime?
I need to look at the court record, huh?
Yeah, she was like, hey. No, Phoenix was like, snow. What about the snow was...
I don't know.
is there more on the autopsy report?
That's it.
We can't look further at it?
No,
That's
that's
interesting.
What the?
Phoenix, what did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that? It's not snowing here.
Wait, does the hat say that it was found at the crime scene? Found at the crime scene. But where is it on that photo of the crime scene? I mean, I don't think that's important to what was just said. Let's just continue on.
Let's just continue. I looked at the court record, though. Let the court record show that I checked it.
Don't you dare say it wasn't checked.
Yeah. Don't say I didn't check you or nothing, I say to the court record. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean?
All of
I mean,
them.
the whole fucking circus, dude. Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, and I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
Okay.
Don't complain about the monkey stealing your watch.
Okay.
That's not important right now.
Okay. Okay, no one likes Gumshoe. I get it. I get it. No one likes me.
Wasn't it like a nice watch too?
Probably not, unless he got it as a gift.
Well, it must have been shiny.
I don't know. Maybe Edgeworth gave it to him at one point.
Aww.
Maybe he was like, oh, I got this watch and I hate it.
Oh.
You can have it.
That's probably how that would turn out.
Got this watch and it's not the one I ordered. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. Okay, the ring. What's that mean? That doesn't hold up in a court of work.
Maybe he was talking to Trilo.
To himself, you know?
Yeah.
The ringmaster and Max went out to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious.
Not really, they were talking work.
You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
I do. It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
Then say that out loud.
Right. Well, we don't have evidence to back it up.
Do we not?
Oh, we have the ring.
We have the ring.
Wait, no.
That ring
Max didn't have a ring. That's Ben's ring.
Was that Ben's ring? Can we double check?
I think so.
I just want to look.
From Trilo to Regina. So Trilo, not Ben.
Yeah.
But let's be so for real.
An eerie sparkle. Yeah, like I know we're in the Phoenix Wright universe, but Trilo
is not real. Like, Trilo is not real.
Yeah.
Ben's real. Gee, well, we went through.
We didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
One, I don't think.
Right, okay. I'd like you to be I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay. Not a problem, Peril. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
All right. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later.
Okay.
Phoenix frowns. Nothing ever go my way.
Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
Victim was found bent over a wooden box. Dead as a doornail.
Wait.
A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box,
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Suspicious. Add that to the record.
This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions.
Oh, what do you want to ask questions about, my boy?
I want to know what's in it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like, a lock's a lock.
A lock's
and
a lock.
That's a box.
Yeah.
The contents would be about the box.
Yeah.
The box is just a box if
They're
we're
just gonna
asking
like
about it.
call you an idiot and slap you over the
They're gonna
head
be
if
like,
you ask
a
the
box
other
is
two.
a box, guys.
They're like, we don't
They're
know.
just gonna hit me.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us about what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox.
Oof.
So we took it back to the station and cracked it open.
With a hammer.
All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle. What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper.
Eyebrows, suspiciously. Pepper!
Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There was only one biddle-loddle in that huge box? I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle. The cause it is with plain pages and a murder bag.
Meh.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
Yeah.
You done your homework, pal. It's like I just fucking said that. And you learned. You listened. Good ear.
Thanks for listening to me. That sure means a lot.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho, ho, ho.
Shut up!
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Huh? I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
Damn. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Aww. Get off! Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down.
Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trila will show up on the stand as well.
God, I hope not. Uh-oh.
There he is, because he can't talk without him.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name's Trilo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me! The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman. Ventriloquist.
The German accent's me. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer.
Hey, Kat. Welcome
Hello.
in. We're doing good. It's time to talk to this, dummy. This dummy.
Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. The world of the war, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
No one likes that.
It had a good rhythm for a second.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
I don't think I've seen the character you're comparing him to, Kat. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face off the chance on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
Oh my god.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is!
The judge is so confused. He's like, wait. Who am I talking to? You're No, wait.
Stop,
Not him. Not that little man you're holding.
Who is that small boy?
What is he doing on your lap?
Who are we talking to?
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed.
Oh my god.
Judge's Joe Biden levels of dementia.
Hey!
I'm not kidding around.
I'm not kidding around. And guess what? And by the way,
Listen.
hey, I don't know who we're talking to. Is it the dummy
Who's
or
that
is it the
little
guy?
man?
Who's the dummy and who's the guy? Nobody knows. And I'll tell you what. And another thing. And listen. And hey, by the way.
I'm not kidding around.
What? Shutting down.
Also, if you want me to take over for this guy, because you have a lot of guys, I can't. But if you're having fun, you can.
No, he's fun. He's fun.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
These two look so funny.
So funny.
This is me with my little PNG tuber.
I would like to see it. And then you draw me as Max's Big Berry Circus logo, not even as the guy walking past. As
this is no
the
one.
sign.
I don't care about that one.
He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading toward the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on a silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture.
Weird little man.
Scared of him? Scared?
Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Shit, dude.
Christ, Trilo.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
No, he's awesome.
No, I love the clown.
He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Oh, I'm glad that you were laughing at the voice of the little guy.
Why is that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found as the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Didn't he?
My gumdrop buttons.
Real.
Yeah.
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Unless he was being framed or something.
Yeah. It seems like no one ever wants to... I guess it's, like, fair that you just, like, pay attention to the evidence and you don't get yourself caught up in a trap of, like, well, what if someone planted it? You know?
Yeah, because, like, nothing's real, you know?
But I guess that's our job.
Yeah.
Is to be like, it's all a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Prosecutorial?
Prosecutorial?
Prosecutor.
Curtsy. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
She's always the boss.
Damn.
Oh, now we're pressing.
The clown. You're talking about Mo?
Moe?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is all running all over the place. Once practice was over, he's 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. And he can't stand it.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened?
And then what happened?
You can see his mouth moving.
Yeah, I like when you like have those little frames where his mouth is moving a little bit.
But he's like turning away.
Yeah. Hold it.
Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all that snow. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Phoenix, what happened to you?
He's becoming Bing Crosby.
Wow, incredible.
Wouldn't you want to pack it in and...
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
Phoenix, what's happening to you?
Phoenix, he's just becoming some characters here.
Yeah. He's like, I mean, I might as well join the circus. Honk,
He's just
honk.
a goofy little guy.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snappy three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup.
Get the wax that he weaves. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now.
Silk hat,
cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
Shut up.
Shut up, Maya. Shut up, Maya. God damn you.
Right in her face. You saw Max. Goes back to...
Then turns back. Yeah. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right. And it makes sense. And another thing. And guess what? And that makes him the killer.
Nick, try to be more mindful about your questioning of the doll. Come on, get it together.
Yeah, come on, Phoenix. God, you're acting ridiculous. Everyone else here is so normal, and you're weird.
You're the weird one here.
This is a nightmare.
There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this?
No problems. Period. Move on. Let's go.
And only some. No proof in this?
If you say there's no proof, they're like almost definitely gonna be like...
Well, there's no proof that it...
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if Max was with the ringmaster, he should have also seen the ringmaster.
He should have seen the ringmaster. He should have seen the ringmaster.
So it's weird.
It's a bit strange, don't you think? It's a bit strange, really. Don't you think? Don't you think it's a bit strange?
There's a lot that's strange, guys.
What?
What's strange?
That you only... I'm like, don't do it. That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Maybe?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Who do you think the witness could have seen? Who do you think?
Well, it was the Wingmaster.
The Wingmaster.
The ringmaster, Judge.
That's the victim.
Yeah, that's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza...
Good. And who committed the murder? Just like they asked.
Max!
No. We're trying to prove it wasn't Max.
He should have seen the ringmaster as well.
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him.
That was a very
Anyone
weird way for them to
with sense could have figured that one out.
They could have they could have spaced that out differently.
Yeah.
That was very weird for you.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story?
We just discussed it.
If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see. It seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony.
Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. I'm all lost.
I was under the assumption that Trilo got knocked over the head, actually.
You thought that the dummy got knocked on the head?
I thought that that's where the argument went. And I don't know, because I don't think that Max assaulted Ben with the glass bottle.
Yeah, why would he bonk Ben? Well, except for Ben's a creep.
He's a creep.
No. I think he did bonk Ben, because I think that Max is the
Ben got bonked?
I think Ben got bonked because I think Max is the only one so far who has acknowledged that Trilo and Ben are the same person.
Oh, because Max did hide Trilo.
Yeah, he was like, no, fuck Ben. Fuck Ben and fuck his stupid ass puppet. Like, he uses that puppet as a shield to say mean stuff. And I'm over it. That was his vibe.
I'm over this son of a. I think Ben bonked.
I think Ben bonked. So wait. Now I have to only one having wanted to hunk of that punk not be the killer. Ben got bonked. I don't know. Okay. Left with Mo. Ditched him. That all checks out. Can't be unproven. You saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime.
Yeah. He's the only.
How could that punk not be the killer?
Is that the last statement?
No, that's the last statement. But I feel like this is the only one that feels like overly opinionated.
Did we press this one?
Did we? You saw Max and only Max, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
That was new.
That was new? It didn't. Yeah, he was just like, I've said it 1,000 times.
Okay. It took Magic Boy away.
Should I press that too?
Yeah.
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in the weather? In that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
Objection.
But
All I have.
objection, I can do whatever I want.
But the witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Well, that's a great thing to say in a court of law. Is be like, no, wait, but if I keep badgering him...
Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Well, it was Regina because he wanted to propose.
Yeah. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
Exploded him!
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Assembled.
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Yeah, we really can't, huh? Because it's a crime, huh?
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant as the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the... Wow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Pain! Don't volunteer things!
Pain!
Mr. Kissed. Kissed?
Oh,
Tell us the truth this
I
time.
think it's quist. Like ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist. Ventriloquist. Mr. Quist.
Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was! I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans had a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge? I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Puppet marriage.
Puppet marriage.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
Huh? You were going to propose? You... a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse! Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
Ben looking away, not making eye contact.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
What the fuck? Exactly. Guys, gotta say, we have to continue to remind everybody, this is a 16-year-old. This is a baby. This is a baby. You all have to stop.
Get away from her.
God. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
Real.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
No. What was with that sigh at the end?
Maya and Phoenix are like, what the fuck?
Ew. Oh, what is with this trial? God, it's bringing out the worst in everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. And next, the judge will propose to Regina.
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
Of course that's what I meant! What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together.
I wish you would.
That would be better.
I wish you
Right,
would.
Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give her.
Hold it. What?
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that would match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question, what was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this.
A
It's an engagement ring!
gun! No! Engagement ring?
Dude, he was gonna propose. Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Was bad.
I'm gonna push on anyway.
You gotta push on
Gotta push
anyway.
on. You can't be scared. You can't let her scare you.
Francis-
It can't be scary.
Okay, I'm killing him.
Okay, I have to kill him. I have to kill
have
everybody
to.
in this room. I'm about to go psycho. About to just completely lose it. About to go carry mode here.
Let's go carry mode.
It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a— Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here.
No, guys, stop.
Will the witness please revise their testimony?
Okay.
Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
Excuse me?
I don't want to get into the woke politics of it all. That's what they sound like right now.
Yeah.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Damn.
Okay, fuck.
Ben is such a little punk.
Engagement
This
ring?
makes me just like throw up my middle finger at Ben.
No, this is definitely an aspect about this is the reason why everyone's like the Bigtop case is the worst.
Yeah.
Because there's so many aspects about it that are like, what? You know?
It's just
And
weird.
not in
and
a
it
good
continues
way.
to be.
In an uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
Engagement ring.
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on.
Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course! What a stupid question! You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I mean, I'm sorry. Really?
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really?
And yet he hits him. Hits himself.
So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count. But That uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica! When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic.
Hey, Max, shut the fuck up. Like, well, they always say that love creates rivalries.
Max, shut the fuck up.
Grabs him by the neck.
Yeah.
His wood block, is that what they're calling it these days? In this case.
Yeah.
So, what about this present?
Oh, still got it in your pocket.
Hold it.
That's some
Then
untruth right there.
What about...
So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
On a glass ring?
Yeah, what?
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
$5.
Probably way more than he deserves.
$10?
How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more.
Okay, so he obviously still doesn't have the ring because we have the ring. It's still in my pocket. Wrong. It's in my
Ding
pocket.
dong, you're wrong. I have it. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
Yes. Don't. Well, what is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now.
Not both of them.
Do you recognize this ring?
That's mine. Give it back, thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Huh.
That's so weird.
Ah! Explode. What's going on here?
That's Ben. Say something.
Don't put me on the spotlight. That Drilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then...
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been, taken around that time. Ooh. Yeah, ouch! Oh!
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did.
I killed that
I
monkey.
chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. on Ben's part. Big L.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough.
That's silly, that's silly.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I was just thinking funny.
Funny.
There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the Monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What
is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity toward the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I've told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, Stick Boy, and I'm
Stick
sure
Boy.
it'll change some more.
Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah!
Yeah! They high five.
Woohoo!
Alright.
Maybe that was waiting that night for Regina, but it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max at the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
That's why he's the gape.
I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Monkey ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him?
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on this scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
His stupid little smug face. The puppets.
Yeah. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, you really think someone would have slipped by me?
Man, that's a weird way
Wild claim.
to talk about the hive mind that they are.
Yeah.
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose.
Yikes! Judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo.
He really believes it.
Wow.
So you saw Max coming out of the Bigtop that night.
Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
That makes sense. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
He showed up after I'd been there for about 5 minutes.
About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet! You can't figure it out yourself! You already know! The practice finished promptly at 10 p.m., and you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice! You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him! Just add 10 more minutes, I'm sure you could do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed! What time was it?
What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm no good at math.
It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes. That sounds about right.
It sounds about right because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene.
Wait.
Said,
Can you check the autopsy report real quick? Okay.
10:15. So
Okay.
it works.
All right, sure.
It checks
Okay.
out.
Fine.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
you must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
I like how the judge is like, can you lose the puppet?
Can you, like, for
Can
real
I
though,
n-
can we be so for real and, like, the puppet is so confusing.
I'm so confused. Can we not have the puppet out?
There's gotta be something wrong with his testimony. The evening greeting? I don't know.
He seems to have a problem with that.
Isn't that a bit strange to you?
Wait.
What do you mean?
Well, if you, yeah, I mean, that does make sense, because, like, you hate him. Why would you talk to him?
Because I'm a nice guy.
Just because I'm full of hate doesn't mean I can't be a gentleman.
I can't. What? Oh, I can't say hello now.
If you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Oh, I can't say hello now because of woke.
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand.
Ow, that hurts.
Maybe you should think of having more proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
I actually specifically didn't learn it in grade school.
Literally, like the testament, like the thing that changed his life had nothing to do with proof.
Yeah, it had everything to do. It was like there's no proof that he did steal it,
Yeah,
even though it was in his. It's fine.
whatever.
It's fine. It's the past. There's no reason
The
that
past is
Trilo
the
would
past.
ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said?
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right?
Well, are you 100% absolutely positively sure?
Infinitely with a
Like-
cherry on top.
Like, for real, pinky promise, you think?
There's three
Let's get into the symbols.
ridiculous symbols.
Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
I did.
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. And I knew.
I knew the answer.
And you know.
Come on.
There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've gotta have something that'll prove useful. All right, time to go to work. Oh, geez.
Wait, this was the night. Okay, so
Was this the night of the bonking?
I think this might have been the night of the bonking. So it makes even less sense that he'd be like, "Oh, good evening."
Good evening, Max. Well, you and I get along just fine. Yeah,
Just because someone bonked you doesn't mean that you.
I mean, what do you think? Is it the bottle?
I think it's the bottle. I don't think we have any other evidence that that thing happened.
Okay. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Actually, it was pepper and a bottle of juice.
I like that happened, and then Francisca immediately whipped him across the face.
Yeah.
Assaulting and battering.
Assault and batterying?
Yeah. Before we handle that, we should wrap up as a defendant's murder charge first. I don't care about that.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way this puppet,
This lewd.
a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
When you're called lewd.
He is lewd.
Yeah.
Lewd, crude dude.
Yeah. Are you saying this witness is lying?
Yeah.
Is that he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
Okay. That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person. That's basically what we're trying to say. Is
Yeah.
that like he didn't see Max?
Yeah, so it must
He
have been
just saw
someone
the
else.
symbols.
He saw the symbols and he made an assumption.
Yes.
Yeah. It is my belief that the witness did indeed
He saw someone.
did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. You just know that if Phoenix, if the court cases are recorded and TikTok was real in this universe, there'd be so many Phoenix Wright like owning prosecutors clips or something. You know what I mean?
Well, these are okay.
What?
This is like 2000. What year is this?
This would be 2016, I think.
This is 2016. So TikTok wouldn't have existed anyway.
Yeah,
It would be like musically.
Maybe even getting into 2017, possibly,
Yeah.
because it's the 29th of December.
But the footage would still exist. So I really like the idea of fan cams existing after the fact.
Oh my
Like,
god,
of
and they're
old
like
footage.
super vintage
Yeah.
footage of him, and then it's like, then you mix it with the ones where he's like older too.
Yeah,
'cause
glow
he's
up.
a glow up. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got that little undervest.
Yeah.
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You. Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then?
Maybe.
Well, I think it was Russell Berry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Because they were
'Cause-
together and then he left.
And Russell Berry is like a person within the circus that like everyone respects and likes,
Yeah.
as far as you can tell, as we can tell so far, even though he's dead and murdered.
Yes.
Yeah. He was beloved.
Beloved.
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
Shut up. No, Your Honor. It's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Ah! The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Gulp. Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Well. Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols.
What is the symbol? 3 symbols?
3 of them?
Oh my god! All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now.
Yes, we know. The silk hat cloak and white roses.
She was like, I don't want to do this shit again.
She hates that part. It's like the birthday song.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. Hey.
But for that...
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Yeah, you hadn't considered that? That's shocking to you?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one!
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from your witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Your Honor, the prosecution will provide with beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. Sure. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Play ball!
Play ball. Well, are we on a recess or?
Are we on a recess or are we on a good night? I'm uncertain.
I could wait until next week to get into Mo, because that's who's coming up.
Oops, spoiler.
That's just it. I mean, it's just true.
It's just Mo.
It's just Mo. That I mean, who else would we have been talking to? Can't talk to Russell. Looking at the future. That's a lot of future.
I'm kind of low energy today.
Yeah.
And so I think that as much as I want to keep this going, I also
I don't know. If you're low energy, Mo's gonna
suck.
No,
I mean,
Mo's gonna take the energy right out of you.
And maybe I could fake it, and maybe that would put me in higher energy. But
we could always try to do a double next time. Finish out the trial and then get out there and investigate.
We could, but we could also not. It depends. It'll depend on how we feel next week.
We can stop.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
I think that is incredible.
I mean, even though I'm done doing my big character and it would be you, I'm still like, wow, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Trilo really took it out of me.
Yeah, that little fucker is a lot, huh?
Probably my least favorite Ace Attorney character.
I hate that guy so much.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's going to be it for us.
All right.
We'll see you all next time on The Hopes, and that's going to be on Wednesday. In which
Night in the Woods.
Night in the Woods. Night in the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Yeah. So, bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Have a good night.
Good night. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.